Hi again. So in this video, we are discussing the feature of creating lookup fields. Before we continue, I would highly recommend that you first watch the previous video where we are focusing on creating standard fields. Video can be found in the link below. So let's dive in. A lookup field is not a simple data field. It's rather a link to another table. For example, let's go to a task so we can have an understanding what a lookup field is all about. So you see here a field called assigned to. It's not a simple data field. It's actually a lookup to the table called users. Let's try it out. We go to assigned to, and we can choose any user from the list of users. Now, let's create our own lookup field. We're going on to call logs. It has different fields: assigned to, call type, which is a drop-down. The next one is a text field, and this is also a text field. We will create a new lookup. The lookup is going to be pointing to the subs listing. So imagine we are a general contractor and we get calls from subs, and at the same time we want to record a call log like that. In that case, we can link to the relevant sub. So let's see how we do it. We go to Settings. We search for the call log table because there is where we want to create a new field. We add a new column. The new column is called Sub. And this is the internal field. Next, we then choose the type, which is Lookup. Now, lookup to which table? So here we click on the plus sign. Let's search for the subs table. Scrolling down, and here you go. Now, we need to choose which column of sub will be displayed on the call log. We can choose the sub's company name, first name, last name, and so on. Let's just do company name. Now, before we save, you can notice there are two other features over here: filters and mapping, which we will discuss later on. For now, we are going to focus just on simple lookups. Okay, submit. Now, let's do the mundane stuff. Is it required? No. And on the additional attributes, we want to do some setups. We want it displayed on list, we also want it to be searchable, and finally, we want to record history of this field. As a side note, it's a good habit that we enable those three attributes. They are usually the common features we want to have on a field. All right, submit. One more step. Let's place the field in the right position. We want to place them between name of caller and call duration. That's it. Save. Now, let's go back to call logs. We will create a new call log, and here you go. You have all the fields displayed, and including the sub that we just created. Now, how do we get any sub populated? We have to start typing. And by the way, I notice now the field is very small. I want to change the size. Let me change it quickly. Let's go back to Settings, Call Logs, click the pencil. Let's do the size to medium, and save. Let's go back to Call Logs, new call log. Okay, now it's a decent size. Let's start typing in floor it. There you go. You see, we chose this sub. It actually gives me a suggestion of an existing sub. And just for demonstration purposes, I'll leave all other fields empty. Well, you know what? I'll just do the purpose of call to test and save. Now, I want to show you something nice. We are browsing the list of subs. We go to Florit. This is the sub we used while creating our call log. Actually, you see here a menu called Call Logs. This menu was just created. And here you go. You see this newly created record. This is the power of lookups. It seems simple, yet powerful. Lookups let you connect the original record with the related record in a very dynamic way with different angles. Let's wrap it up. In this video, we basically focused on the basic concept of lookups, but in reality, it's much more powerful, which we will discuss in the next chapter.